Hello guys, this is your friend the Great Lobbyist. I'm back again with another awesome video. The guys, the 2020 has come to an end and 2021 has begun, and in 2020 what we've learned is that the demand for tablets soared up high because everyone started to work from home, study from home, everything went on iPads and mobile devices, and some of the best innovations did come out then, and we're looking for the exciting ones in 2021 as well. But let's pick up the top 5 best tablets that came out in 2020 and what made them so unique. So what we have done as a part of our GL Top 5 series is handpicked top 5 tablets which made it big, which made your life, work or study life easier and made it amazing. So guys, getting straight on to business, we're going to start with the top 5, but before we get on to doing that, can I please request you to press the subscribe button and notification icon if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're watching us on Facebook, just like and follow us there. On Instagram, just simply follow, and across all 3 platforms. Do share the love by liking, sharing and commenting on our videos, and let us know what you think and what you need. So the first one of that is the love of many, which is the iPad Air, one of the premium ones here, with 10.9 inches of liquid retina IPS LCD display, which gives you 500 nits of brightness, 81.3% screen to body ratio, giving you 1640 by 2360 pixels of resolution. Scratch resistance, of course, oleophobic coating to make sure that there is no scratches when you're handling it rough, especially the kids. And it is with iPad iOS 14.1, which will also have an upgrade of 14.2 coming out very soon if it not has already. Apple A14 Bionic chipset, which is a 5nm chipset, which is the first 5nm chipset which ever came out. Now, few others have come up with 5nm chipsets, like Karen 9000, for example, is a 5nm chipset. But yes, hexa-core processor, which is amazing, very powerful. Everything is segmented, everything is coded out, so that everything gets their right attention. Apple GPU, which is a 4-core graphics. Of course, Apple, no memory card slot, but it's got 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and 3 GB of RAM with 256 GB of storage as well. Camera, just in case for those video conferencing and for those online classing needs, it's got a 12 megapixel wide angle camera in the front, which is an HDR camera. You can also do video at 4K at 24, 30 and 60 frames per second. You can do videos at 1080p at 30, 60 and 120 and 240 frames per second as well. Selfie camera is a great 7 megapixel HDR, which can also do videos at 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second. Battery is 28.6 watt battery, which is up to 10 hours of multimedia play, so you don't have to worry about it that it's going to run out while during the work day or during your classes. And of course, you can have a smart keyboard folio to make your life even more easier, and of course the camera and the microphones are absolutely, the quality is great and the power is great, and it of course sports the Apple Pencil as well. The next one in the list was the more portable one, which is the Lenovo Yoga Smart Tab. This is an Android based we're going to talk about, and it is 10.1 inches of IPS LCD display, 73.6% screen to body ratio, 1200 by 1920 pixels of resolution. Android 9, I'm sure the new versions this year will come with 10 and 11 as well. Snapdragon 439 12nm processor, octa-core CPU and Adreno 505 on the GPU. Dedicated micro SD card slot, 4GB 64GB storage on board. 8 megapixel camera as primary, which can do 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, and 5 megapixel on the selfie camera, which can do 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. Great battery life of 7000 mAh, which is gonna last you for more than a day. And my favorite part in this one was the kickstand, so you don't have to worry about getting a folio case if you don't want to. All you need is a Bluetooth keyboard and you are good to go with this one. And the next one was another power machine, which is from Huawei. This is the Huawei MatePad Pro 5G, 10.8 inches of IPS LCD display, giving you 540 nits of brightness, 86.5% screen to body ratio, and 2560 by 1600 pixels of resolution. Android 10 EMU on EMUI 10 as well. No Google Play services, so some of the apps don't work from school, because I know that my child's, we tried using it for my daughter's schooling. That app was not meant for the Huawei App Store. The Huawei App Store has great apps coming up, and I'm sure that this year those all gaps will be filled up as well. Carrying 990 5G 7nm chipset on board with octa-core processor with Mali G76 MP16 on the GPU. You have a dedicated slot of SD card, micro SD card, which can store up to 256 GB. Variants available are 6 GB, 8 GB, and 6 and 8 GB on the RAM, and 128, 256, and 512 GB on the ROM as well. 13 megapixel camera on the rear, 4K videos at 30 frames per second. Selfie camera is 8 megapixel, which can do 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. 7250 mAh monster battery with 40 watt fast charging and 27 watt wireless charging as well, and 7.5 watt reverse charging as well. Great looking. So this is great looking tab. I mean, the portability of it, the design, the features, the speed, the power, the performance, everything was to perfection, to my liking. The only reason I had to let go of it was purely because my daughter's app was not working on it. But apart from that, great tab, and you can have that the Huawei pen which comes with it, and also the keyboard folio case, which acts as a perfect kickstand as well. Amazing looking tab. This one, it's Huawei Mate Pro 5G. The next one is another powerhouse which came in towards the end of the 2020 and ended up becoming my favorite. I'm still waiting to get my hands on to buy one for myself. That is Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. Again, beautiful looking machine, 12.4 inches of Super AMOLED display, which gives you 120 Hz of refresh rate. So that makes it easier when it comes to eyecare. 84.6% screen to body ratio, giving you 1752 by 2800 pixels of resolution on a 16:10 aspect ratio. Android 10, One UI 2.5, Snapdragon 865 Plus on the chipset, octa-core CPU, and Adreno 650 on the GPU. So if you look at the power this thing is, it's amazing. It's amazingly powerful, and the AMOLED screen makes it even better, and the screen size of 12.4 inches even greater. Dedicated micro SSD slot, so you can increase your storage as much as you please. I think it goes up to 1 terabyte if you can find one. 6 GB and 8 GB on the RAM, and 128, 256, and 512 GB on the ROM. So great storage options available depending on what you want. And of course, you have the Wi-Fi version and the 5G version, both available here. The one we're talking about here is the 5G version, of course. 13 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel ultra wide camera as well. So you got dual camera as a main camera, which can do 4K videos at 30 frames per second. Selfie camera, 8 megapixel, 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. That's a 26mm wide angle camera. So your video conferencing and your online class is going to be absolutely to perfection. And a super monster battery of 10090 mAh battery with 45 watt fast charging. So I would say once you're done charging it full, you can forget about it for at least 2 to 3 days. And 45 watts charging of that will probably take about 2 hours to charge it up fully, and you're good to go. This is great looking laptop, great features, great specs, and works amazingly well with everything that your business or study needs are. And the last one, but not the least, is the portability from the Microsoft. That's the Microsoft Surface Go 2.0. Now, I've used Microsoft Surface series for almost since it was first launched. That's almost 7 or 8 years. And I've always loved the portability of it. The design, the efficiency, the performance, everything was to my liking. And Surface Go didn't fail that test either. 10.5 inches of screen, giving you 1920 by 1080p resolution. Dual core processor, that's where the weak point was, I think. Though it's a gold processor, 4452Y, it's an 8th generation, but Could have done better with that one a little bit. Windows 10 on the OS with with you can have the S mode as well. 4 GB RAM and 64 GB of storage, portability, but you have the micro SD card slot available, so you can, of course, use it as a main laptop as well. 8 megapixel on the rear camera and 5 megapixel on the front. 10 hours of typical battery life on a day, so you don't have to worry about charging it, during the usage. And because it has a full version of Windows installed, it also with a keyboard accessory, you can just simply use it as a regular laptop as well, along with as a tab. So, and that's the kind of portability that you look for when you look for a great portable laptop or a laptop-like device. So guys, these are the top 5 tablets that came out in 2020 that we've handpicked. If you think we've missed out or something else should have taken the place, do let us know in the comments, and do let us know that of these 5, which one is your favorite. And if your choice matches the GL choice, which we're going to select towards the end of the month, you get a chance to win an amazing prize. So why don't you get on with it and let us know which one is your favorite, and do share this with your loved ones as well, so that they can make a choice of which tablet to buy for 2021 in case they're looking for something to upgrade to. So this is your friend the Great Lobbyist signing off now. Keep yourself safe. Peace.